Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to explore one of the most useful features in modern Python, f-strings, or formatted string literals. You might be wondering, what exactly is an f-string? Simply put, an f-string is a way to create strings that can directly include variables or expressions, making your code cleaner and easier to read. F-strings were introduced in Python version 3.6. Let's start with a simple example. Imagine you have a variable called name that stores the value John, and another variable called age that stores the value 30. With f-strings, you can easily include these variables inside a string. You would say, "Hi, my name is John and I am 30 years old." That's all done with one f-string that inserts the values where they belong. Now let's try including multiple variables. Say you have a first name, a last name, a job title, and a company name. With an f-string, you can create a sentence like this. My name is John Doe. I work as a developer at TechCorp. Notice how the f-string pulls all of those pieces together in one smooth, readable line. F-strings aren't just for inserting variables. They can also perform calculations. For example, if you have two numbers, 10 and 20, you can write an f-string that says 10 plus 20 equals 30, or 10 minus 20 equals negative 10. You can even show multiplication, division, or powers, like 10 raised to the power of 20. All of this happens right inside the string without extra lines of code. You can also use more complex expressions in f-strings. Let's say you have three numbers, 5, 10, and 15. You could create an f-string that calculates their average and says, the average of the three numbers is 10.0. Or you might want to display the maximum and minimum values. The f-string would say, max value 15, min value 5. F-strings also work well with string methods. For example, if you have a message that says, hello world, you could use an f-string to print the original message, the message in all uppercase letters, the message with just the first letter capitalized, or even with each word capitalized. You could also find out where the word world appears in the string. All of this can be done neatly using f-strings. Now let's look at formatting numbers. Imagine you want to display percentages. If you have a value like 0.25, you could write an f-string that says percentage 25%, or with more precision, 75.00%. Similarly, f-strings can format numbers in scientific notation. For instance, 1.23 times 10 to the fourth power. F-strings can also handle dates and times. Let's say you have a birthday on May 15th, 1990. You can format it to say, birthday May 15th, 1990, or include the day of the week, like Tuesday, May 15th, 1990. For time, you might format a meeting time as 2:30 p.m. or 14:30, depending on whether you want 12-hour or 24-hour format. F-strings are powerful when combined with conditions. For example, let's say you have a list of users. For each user, you can print their name, age group like young adult or middle-aged, and whether they are active or inactive. All of this logic can live inside your f-string, making your code both compact and expressive. You can even combine f-strings with list comprehensions. Let's say you want to list numbers from 1 to 10 and show both the square and the cube of each. Your f-strings would produce results like 1 squared is 1, 1 cubed is 1, or 2 squared is 4, 2 cubed is 8, and so on. And here's something really fun. You can include conditions in your list comprehension too. For example, you might print whether a number is even or odd. Or you could filter your list to show only even numbers and display their squares. Finally, f-strings work beautifully with custom classes. Let's say you have a class called person, with attributes for name, age, and job. You can write methods that return sentences like, hi, I'm John Smith, 35 years old, and I work as a software developer. And with f-strings, you can easily check whether the person is an adult and print, adult yes or adult no. So as you can see, f-strings are a flexible and powerful tool for building clear, readable Python code. They let you focus on what you want to say, and Python takes care of the formatting for you. That wraps up our introduction to f-strings. I hope you found it helpful, and I encourage you to practice writing your own f-strings to see how they can simplify your code. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next task.